now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Jamaica, make we do the right thing. Make we live good today for a better tomorrow. Talk it out. Don't fight it out. The time by the Ministry of National Security is
6:30.
The following program has been rated PG-13 and is suitable for viewers over the age of 13 years.
Hi everybody, it's Tammy.
And it's Wayne, and we are the Mitchells.
And we are back on CVM TV. Right now you're tuned into our very first episode and we're so excited that you're here.
You don't want to miss this one. Tammy goes to the dentist, we have a big announcement, and we're finishing up construction
As
on
you
our
can
house.
hear, and you're about to see it. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, call a friend, tell them that Meet the Mitchells is on CVM TV right now.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
The boys are going to camp for the day. Ivy is not.
And not for the day, for the rest of the week.
Well,
Ivy,
we'll see about that.
Ivy is not going to.
But Ivy's just coming for the drive.
Yeah.
We actually had a lovely weekend. It was very long. And we actually ended the weekend by going to Pops yesterday. Who made some yummy oxtail and rice and peas, and we all just had a lovely day.
Yes.
Celebrating and enjoying ourselves and talking about everything, and it was lovely. It's Tuesday, but it feels like Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it feels crazy. I just got back from the gym and now the boys are off to camp. Looking forward to getting construction started back on the room. I can't wait for it to be done, tell you the truth.
And then you will be so happy.
I will be so happy once it's finished. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera off because we're gonna listen to some music and it's gonna shake the whole place up.
Yeah.
Bye!
Alright guys, can you hear that sound? The lovely sound of construction. Yes, so we're back at it, people. Holiday is done, Easter weekend is done, and the men are back at work. We are back at work. I'm busy till me dizzy. The amount of thing we have to do today. We have a few meetings. I am preparing to shoot an episode of The Cut tomorrow morning early. We have a very nice show planned for tomorrow as well. And that does take a little bit of preparation on my part before we reach to the actual set to shoot. Tammy is also going to the dentist as well to check out her situation. Yeah, bag up and down. Then I have to pick up the boys. The boys are off to Easter camp. Something for them to do, something to keep them busy and active during these next couple days of holidays that they have. We have a fully packed day. Trust me, it's an active day. Yeah, you're up and running.
Some errands for the house to work.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Tammy, we have to take on some people wicked in a pickleball last night, you know.
Oh, you guys didn't hear when I was shouting?
I forgot to tell you all about it.
Calling you guys losers. You didn't hear that part? I drove past. No, guys, you didn't hear me?
Yo, we were locked in at that point.
I was like, the Mitchell boys are losers. Oh, I guess what I showed you. Okay, ready? Overhead smash now illegal.
April Fools.
What was it, April Fools?
Duh.
Oh.
You can't be illegal. Have overhead smash illegal, yeah, man.
Sure.
Pickleball and mash up.
Guys, I have to go to the dentist. I'm kind of delaying.
So the dentist can work around the braces?
Yeah, man. I'm hoping he can give me a clean.
Okay.
But you know I have a fare for the dentist, right?
Yeah, what's that fare?
Because when I was a child.
No, meaning what's the name of that fare? There must be a name for it.
Oh, I think it's called Tootamus Maximus scared of us.
Dentaritis, man.
Dentaritis.
Dentaritis.
No, dentophobia. Alright, come in.
At the corner of that.
Oh my gosh. One thing go run, so I go play music here. Dr. Reeves.
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you? I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Please don't film this part.
Alright, well,
Hi, Bronson.
What's the prognosis? What's the diagnosis?
Back to the endodontist we go. Ouch. Dentist could do. What is it for a dentist called again? I'm saying dentophobia.
I really don't know. I don't know right.
Nobody fears Dr. Reeves. Titophobia. Meji, so you just like a bail out for me now.
Tissy asked me to go somewhere with her quick.
Oh, wickedness.
Huh?
Watch out,
She's
watch out.
for drive.
So you have to drive. No, I can't bother.
Bye.
But we like to plan this long time, you know. This is madness.
Make sure the kids are okay. Alright? Bye. Soon come.
Can't deal with this, you know. Yo, we are bench and batty still, you know, like God know. We are par whole day, I mean, one gear away. For not even peace idea. I say it God. I saw husband and wife for live. It's husband and wife for life. Alright, I'm gonna head go home now. The boys them reach home back from camp. Yeah, so I'm about to head home and see what they are up to. And of course, Princess Ivy.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
What's your story? What's your sign? Dreamers. People say we're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. Meet the Mitchell family.
Alright, we're back home now. Work and go on. So guys, we recorded some footage earlier this week, but we weren't able to post it just yet. I just got a phone call with the clearance that we can put that footage and make that announcement public. So we're going to drop that in right here, so. Tammy, Tammy, you can't just look up there and see level. You don't like our workman have a level? Look here.
So that's level?
It is not.
You can't only get to as level as that.
You could have never be a carpenter.
You worst.
Anyway, guys, you know, I want to big up Nige boy.
Oh, I love him.
You interviewed him the other day, don't you?
He's
nice
very
guy,
nice.
right? Intelligent guy.
Very intelligent.
Oh my God. So he is fully blind, and he is an artist that has been making waves in the Jamaican music scene. For those who don't, for those who are living under a rock and don't know.
Not under a rock, but you might just not know.
Well, okay, so we have our own Jamaican Stevie Wonder, and him drop a follow-up single to the first big tune him drop, and it around the place.
Let's sing the first one.
I know the first one more and sing. I know the first more and sing his second one.
I know, but the first one you have to give them a thing.
If you can have it, then you can have it. Sharing is caring, so you got to share me. So you like dark chocolate, whoa, I'm free of cost.
Hey,
sharing is caring, so you got to share. But the man have the big tune now when him drop and say,
he got a follow up.
The man say, for the life of me, I can understand why some man so foolish. Russian, some boy figure a girl is class. Actually, never mind, make them slip and slide. So I can swoop him like an eagle when Lisa, these are Jews and not. Yo!
He's good.
One at a time, me I touch them, grab around, well, so I'm murder.
He's going to be on SunFest this year, which is also a big deal.
Shelley's done at SunFest, guys.
I'm so excited about SunFest.
We're back on board for
yes.
SunFest. So,
oh my God, we haven't told you guys this. Hold on, wait, let me clean the lens.
And you lean up the camera. Tommy, come on, no man, you do better than that, no man.
I know, especially because we have a big announcement now. Guys, we're so excited. We have a big announcement. That's not going to be the thumbnail.
It can't be nothing else. Anyway, we are back on board with SunFest this year, SunFest 2024. We are giving plenty more.
We are hosting a live stream again.
And I'm sure some of you have seen some of the artists that's going to be on this year. It's not going to be a normal year, people.
Hold on, let me give you a hint of the international act that's going to be there. Ready? This is a hint.
Look at that, baby. That's a baby face.
That's right.
Yo! Alright, look at man, I go crazy, people.
So last year I was so nervous to host the live stream. I was like, you know, feeling a type of way about it. This year I am
just excited. Just
like,
excited.
I'm not even nervous at all. Like,
right, look at
I mean a little nervous, but not like crazy.
MTM family gonna show up last year, so
oh my
and this
God.
year on have to go harder, on have to go double time harder and represent. It was a whole vibe.
It was so fun
on the live stream last year, man. Trust me,
yeah.
I want to bring some different vibes to and probably even go out in the crowd and go in a different sector. There'll be things. So guys,
it's whopping off your phone, so don't upset me now.
Calm down, man. It's your Easter time, and I give you no bun bone. No worry about
that is a lot of ping off on the phone.
I'm a virgin and send me some picture of one place where I develop.
So much Wayne?
Want to be?
Let me see that phone, yeah. Wayne.
Tommy, calm down, no man.
Wayne. Why so many pictures?
Tommy, relax, no man.
No, Wayne, my office it is 20 picture, Wayne.
Tommy, stop fasting in my phone, no man. You want to?
Go on.
Jesus. Anyway, guys, so as we said, this year again, we have to show up. Make sure you buy a ticket. We don't just want to see you in the live stream. We want to see you in person into the venue.
I'm so
book on the ticket. You notice we're telling you from early. Okay, thank you, please. And just check SunFest website for the list lineup of artists. World class.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
World
crazy
class.
like this traffic in Kingston right now.
Hey, look, yeah.
Alright. See you all in a few. Sharing is not caring. Okay? No sharing.
Sharing is caring. You know, say, me go flip it. Me go say, content with the girl with me, cause she have the good when me can't left. One burner me never cheat yet. Me no play with fire because me can't take the stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me have to flip, watch me and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that one.
Do that one day.
Yeah.
Now work on it, people.
Okay,
By
that's
later,
it.
me go have it like.
Alright, good.
Ivy, where you get them hairstyle from, my girl? Your bossy look like a nigger. You gotta get that twist up there. Eh? Nigger style.
Yes.
Come, help me to wake up your brother. Help me to wake up Ozzy.
Come wake up. Okay.
Wake him up.
Ivy.
Ozzy, come Bookie. Come Bookie. You don't want me to start tickling it. You're sleeping too long, my G. You're sleeping too long, my G. Wake up, bro. Watch it. I don't even know what you were eating when you fall asleep. Watch it.
This is all over with food.
You're full of crumbs, my youth. My youth. I'm ready to eat my youth. I'm ready to eat my youth. Come wake up, my youth. Come wake up, my youth. Ivy, tickle him. Tickle him. Tickle him. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle.
Meet the Mitchell family.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Finally, you come back.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Where are you going? Daddy, wait, hold on. This is a false promise. This is a
I don't promise nobody nothing.
This is a false promise. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Yeah, bye. Okay, can we go back now? Bye. Aww.
Where you go so long, man?
Okay. I had to go to Fontana to pick up some pain medication for my tooth, which is thankfully feeling a lot better.
Okay.
So,
you do things.
and then we just went for a little coffee. Sister ketchup. You know, sometimes we have a little sister ketchup.
Okay.
Car, you have to talk to your father about that.
No. We're going to go look at the
How is it going?
room.
I want to see everything. I want to hear everything. Let's go. I see Grandma is here. Come. Let's go see Grandma. No drive.
Gio and Theme bridging them there. I make music on our world vibes. And of course, you know, Atlas. Always up in the mix. Can't get him away.
Oh wow. All of the windows are kind of done out now.
Yeah, basically.
Great. Okay. Electrical work has begun. Wow. So they came in and they did all of where the sockets are going to be and the switches and dug out stuff. Okay, there's a pipe here. Great. I'm excited about that. So that means that we're close to getting all of the electrics done now?
Yeah, we're getting there.
So we have to actually get all of that sorted, all of that stuff done.
Yeah.
That is a no joke. Next phase is getting all of the electrics done. Like, you guys wouldn't believe what it takes to like rewire a space. We had to do it with like our kitchen and when we did all of the rest of the house, so we kind of know what to prepare for, but it's a no joke mission for sure. So
them finish out the doorway there, so.
Oh, excellent. So this doorway is a little smaller than any other doorways because of what we have to accommodate on both sides. And it was a lot of heartache deciding on it, but I think we did the right thing for sure. But it's fine, the walkthroughs is no problem, you know?
Just can't gain no weight.
Can't gain any weight. But it's fine.
Yeah, so things are going little by little, day by day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. Okay, they put sockets out here for us too.
Socket are for the everywhere.
How did they choose that height though? Is it just lined up with what's in here?
Yeah, and I guess pretty standard.
I mean, my chair is going to be right here, so it's nice to have a socket right there to plug in either my laptop or my phone.
And my chair, I go be
right here. Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, great.
We need a makeshift hammock out here, so you know, we can just string it up.
You know, they have those that can, oh, I know what you mean, like one that can just go across. I love hammock, you know. Helicopter. There's fire on the hill, Wayne.
Yeah.
So the helicopter going with the thing there.
Which part today? Gone.
But look how we can see up there though.
Helicopter gone over yonder.
Wayne, we must be at least 4 weeks out.
Yeah, I'd say 4 or 5 weeks.
From the electric start happening, things are gonna happen so. Wait, them will work on the outside.
Yeah.
You never tell me that about it.
Then that's a go on.
Oh my God.
Alright guys, so there you have it, another MTM episode in the bag. We had a good day today, very progressive day. I buck up on some people from morning who have been telling me that they watched the episode of The Cut last night. The first episode of the season was last night with Oliver Samuels and Glenn Campbell, and it was awesome, great conversation, and we did some fun stuff that don't typically happen in like an interview format. And spoke to Oliver today, and he said how the feedback has been great, so I'm really excited about that. So yeah guys, that is it for us. You can check us out again on Friday. And
Friday?
Yeah, today.
I don't feel like today on Monday.
No, Easter holiday Monday you get tricked.
Mash up Wayne, you know, sister, I don't know. See the helicopter there? I'm telling you.
True.
It's fire up on the hill.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are about to go spend some time with the kids before the evening is done. We will be back. I think today was a really fun day. You know, got to see Tessie and hang out with her for a little bit.
Dessert me do.
Escape to Alcatraz. Or escape from. Escape from Alcatraz.
Alcatraz, you are escape to your great.
And my tooth is feeling so much better. Big up to Dr. Ronson Reeves, who always does a phenomenal job. And yes, he's our friend too, but he's just such an incredible professional.
Listen, I probably said it earlier, but I have known Ransom from my eye and Phoebe eye, both at our knees.
And he's been doing dentistry for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So as young as you see him look, he's been doing this for 20 years. So that's no joke. Also, our amazing surprise announcement today about being the host again for the SunFest live stream. I'm so excited that they asked us to come back. Because last year I was like, they're never asking us to come back. It's going to be good.
Wicked.
It's going to be good. And now for our renovation, the next big thing is getting the electrics done, which I'm so excited about. So we'll take you on that next phase of the journey as well. So can't wait. All right.
See you on...
Whenever we see you, because who knows when you're going to watch this.
Yeah,
so see you on the next video. Well, it could be... Facts.
What's your story? What's your sign? You're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
I love waking up every day in this country. This is where I was born and raised. I have such a passion for my country, and for me this is home. In Jamaica, a lot of people, they look at just like beach, sea, sand, but our mountains are something to behold. It's majestic up there, and it's a different type of peace. It's a different type of lifestyle completely. I could mention many different places that are amazing, but the one thing I do love about Jamaica as well is that you can find that relaxation, you can find that chill in your backyard. Apart from it being an incredibly beautiful country, an incredibly beautiful island, we have a wonderful, wonderful culture, wonderful, vibrant, colorful people. There is definitely a realness to Jamaica. There's definitely something that no matter what keeps you in touch with reality here. Why come to Jamaica? It all comes back down to Jamaica as a whole. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the climate. Come out and meet us, come out and experience what Jamaica has to offer.
Where the difference is made. Where titles are decided. Where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history.
377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Get Sagicor School Companion Health Plan for as little as $2,540 per month. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock. CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSDA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, Prime Minister and Opposition Leader outline vision for 2025 in New Year messages. Cornwall Regional Hospital delivers firstborn of 2025. And we have an analysis of crime in 2024. While in sports, a hat-trick for Nunez on Caymanas Park New Year's Day 9-race card.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart and SDA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
I wish I could reduce my electricity bills.
I wish I could live more sustainably.
Get a Sagicor Bank mortgage from November 11, 2024 to January 31, 2025, and you could be a lucky winner in the Sagicor Bank Mortgage Green Wish promotion. There are 3 grand prizes of energy-saving appliances to be won. Get a Sagicor Bank mortgage and make your green wish come true. Visit Sagicor.com. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday, courtesy of...
Your love lives on with life insurance from Sagicor.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I am Ronaldo Adams. On the first day of 2025, thank you for spending your evening with us. The year 2025 is poised to be a pivotal chapter for Jamaica, with bold plans to drive growth and improve lives. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is promising transformative changes as part of his agenda for the new year. Shante McNeil tells us more.
As we hail the start of 2025, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has outlined his administration's plans for the year ahead, promising a focus on growth and further improvement in Jamaicans' quality of life. In his New Year's address, while reflecting on key achievements and challenges of 2024, Holness credited Jamaicans for their resilience, including the recovery from Category 4 Hurricane Beryl.
We staged the fastest and most comprehensive recovery from a weather event of that magnitude in Jamaica's history. Within weeks of the disaster, your government was able to conduct assessments rapidly and distribute recovery grants of significant amount. To date, just under 14,000 checks have been delivered to beneficiaries. There is no question that this administration has had to deal with some of the greatest crises and shocks to have impacted the country in the last 100 years.
The Prime Minister highlighted progress, including a 14% drop in serious crimes, record low unemployment at 3.6%, stable inflation at 4.3%, and national debt projected to fall below 70%, a 30-year low. While calling these achievements phenomenal and incontestable, the Prime Minister notes other areas that remain a pain point for many Jamaicans.
We also hear and pay close attention to the feelings and realities of many Jamaicans who have suffered through the global spike in inflation over the last 3 years due to the COVID pandemic and the supply chain shock. Food, electricity, transportation, medication, and other basic amenities have become unaffordable for many. I hear your cry regarding the cost of living.
He announced plans to overhaul disaster preparedness, streamline government processes, and invest in infrastructure. Key initiatives for 2025 include the construction of 43,000 housing units by 2027, a $45 billion road repair program, and major irrigation projects to boost agriculture and food security.
The Southern Plains Agricultural Development Program between Clarendon and St. Catherine will irrigate 1,400 acres of land, which will be commissioned this year. The Essex Valley Irrigation Scheme between Manchester and St. Elizabeth will bring on stream another 2,600 acres of land, and we will break ground for the Pedro Plains Irrigation Scheme, the largest irrigation program in Jamaica's history, to bring a further 6,000 acres of land into production, which will take water from the Black River to our most arable agricultural areas.
The Prime Minister also acknowledged the need for targeted relief in areas like electricity, water, and affordable medicines. Holness reaffirmed his administration's commitment to balancing fiscal responsibility with meeting Jamaicans' needs, aiming to write what he called the next chapter in Jamaica's prosperity story. Shante McNeil, CVM News.
Meanwhile, in his address to the nation, Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, emphasized the importance of embracing new beginnings. He also reiterated that the People's National Party will not back a piecemeal approach to constitutional reform. Britannia Witter reports.
As the nation steps into the new year, Leader of the Opposition and the President of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, delivered a message of hope and resolve, urging Jamaicans to embrace fresh beginnings and to confront the challenges ahead with unity and purpose. In his New Year's message, Golding reflected on the past year, noting both the triumphs and the struggles that defined 2024. He celebrated the achievements of Jamaica's athletes, particularly in the field events at the Paris Olympic Games. He also acknowledged the toll of Hurricane Beryl, which devastated several parishes, and the persistent crisis of violent crimes that continue to impact communities and disrupt the nation's progress. He emphasized that in 2025, as the country moves towards general election, there must be a commitment to violence-free political activity and responsible discourse.
In 2025, we will face a year of intense political activity as the country moves towards general elections. The nation's leaders must set an example by word and deed that there is no place for violence and intimidation in our nation's political affairs. Our leaders must ensure that there is no repetition of the offensive and divisive rhetoric which sometimes soiled our national discourse in 2024. It offends the spirit of one love and violates the ideals of togetherness embraced in our nation's motto, out of many, one people.
The opposition leader also outlined an agenda for the year ahead, focused on addressing the pressing needs of the Jamaican people. Key priorities include finding solutions to the high cost of living, improving education and training systems, combating corruption, implementing stronger crime reduction strategies, and enhancing the healthcare system. Additionally, he stressed the need to make the economy more competitive by reducing electricity costs and streamlining bureaucracy to attract investment. On the subject of constitutional reform, he made it clear the PNP's position is unwavering as Jamaica must work towards full sovereignty.
Our position is consistent and clear. When it comes to our head of state and our final court, Jamaica must move now to full decolonization and the establishment of full sovereignty for our people. Our people must be guaranteed access to justice, which the current arrangements for our final court fundamentally deny. We will not support a piecemeal approach to delinking from the UK monarchy. We will not support a mechanism for appointing the nation's president, which would allow the ruling party to install someone who does not enjoy the trust and confidence of all.
He underscored the party's support for constitutional reform that encourages democratic, transparent, and accountable governance, adding the importance of procedures like impeachment, which he says has bipartisan and public support. What's more, he advocated for greater involvement of the Jamaican diaspora in national development.
And we would like to see mechanisms in place to enable our Jamaican diaspora, who are so integral to our people's welfare and our national fortunes, to participate more meaningfully in national development.
Britannia Witter, CVM News.
And the maternity ward at Cornwall Regional Hospital became the center of attention as the first baby born in 2025 makes his debut in front of Jamaica. Joel Crosskill shares the story.
It was all smiles for this little one, who entered the world at the Cornwall Regional Hospital after his mother, Patricia Gale, from retirement in St James, was admitted near the stroke of midnight on December 31, 2024, and gave birth 5 hours into the new year to baby Dante, who in that moment became 2025's firstborn at the Western Hospital.
Painful.
You just pray for me. I feel ask Father God for yourself. Help push him out.
Lanique Gordon, acting ward manager in the delivery suite, shared what the first day of 2025 has been like for the nursing team.
We have 3 nurses on duty and we're working together to get the job done. Today we delivered 2 babies, one belonging to Miss Patricia Gale, and the unit has been stable so far. It's not full to capacity, and as I said, the 3 of us are here and we're working together to get the job done. We have about 8 patients on the unit so far.
Nurse Gordon, however, spoke too soon.
2 new admissions just walked in. Yes. 10 now.
It prompted the question if the maternity professionals had seen a drop in the number of births at the hospital over the past year, and if she was aware of reports of a declining birth rate nationally.
We have not been seeing that decline in St. James. Maybe about 257 deliveries for last month alone. Yes, or 327 to be corrected. Yes. So we're still seeing a lot of babies being born.
However, for Patricia, having previously given birth to 4 boys and a girl, it was of little concern compared to the excitement of her expanded family, eager to start the new year by meeting its newest addition.
Yeah, they want to see him. They see him picture already.
Joel Crosskill, CVM News.
Throughout 2024, crime dominated much of the headlines locally and for good reasons. From mass shootings to abductions and response action by the state, none can deny its command. As the new year begins, one expert assesses the year that was in crime fighting. Nika Lewis reports.
Crime remains a crucial matter in Jamaica, impacting much of daily life and commerce. In 2024, major crimes, despite much criticism, fell by some 14% when compared to 2023.
Murder is down 15%, rape is down 23.7%, and robbery is down 21.8%. So at this stage, you're looking at a murder rate that went under 1150. I think you have to just keep on doing what you're doing.
Criminologist Dr. Jason Mackay says it's largely due to the responsible stewardship of the nation's crime-fighting efforts.
It's happening because, the police are working with a strategy and they're committed. They're a very motivated group right now, and they're giving up everything, their health, their family, everything on the road, fighting to get down the murder rate to meet the targets that have been set out. And they're saving lives, and that is important. So what I would say, in answer to your question again, is you don't change anything dramatically. You keep the same strategy going.
Dr. Mackay states that among the driving forces is a renewed confidence among the men and women who repeatedly put their lives on the line to fend off the attacks of the minority who have given themselves to a life of crime. A large part of their gains can be found, he says, in the clear-up rates across the country.
The major cases, how quickly they were solved, and sometimes that's a good way to indicate the level of expertise that your CIB has, the level of professionalism, the capability of your CIB. A lot of times, we look on the reduction in crime, we say, okay, you achieve that based on operational activity. But in respect of clear up of the crimes, investigating the crimes that we were unable to stop, that were committed, you have to look at how fast they were, how many of them were actually cleared up, how much of them were solved, and how many of them, and what was the time frame they were solved in. So if you look at the major cases, the 2 that come to mind, Cherry Tree Lane, Barbara Gale, the cases, and the other mass shootings as well, the one in Spanish Town, they occur quickly, but they're solved very quickly,
He reasons among the things that can be considered in 2025 to help stamp out crime is amending the Constitution to further benefit crime-fighting efforts and reduce the privileges of criminals. However, even without that move, he notes the current approach is bearing fruits as the force remains motivated under its current leadership.
I see where we likely can go under 1,000 murders in 2025, and we definitely will go under 1,000 murders by 2026. Right now, we're under 1150, and this is the beginning of the year. The highly motivated police force is out there working hard. There's been a lot of capitalization of the force, significant capitalization. Their vehicles, their improved police stations, and there's a very improved workforce, which is the most important thing. Every time you look on Jamaica's crime going through the roof, it is usually a result of a demotivated Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Nika Lewis, CVM News.
Now to regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. In its first briefing following the state of emergency declared on Monday, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service sought to address public concern over abuse of power. TTT News provides coverage.
Our operations will be carefully crafted and well supervised, and we will be proportionate in all our actions to maintain high standards of accountability.
Well, True Shake is very, very excited to be part of this competition. We were on board immediately, went from 1 jockey to 4. We have 4 excellent jockeys.
We begin with news in the region. In its first briefing following the state of emergency.
We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but do stay with us. When we return, I'll have your sports.
It's been 3 years.
Come on, D. I have it. Let's go.
Oh, my baby. Son, oh, my baby. Oh, my goodness. Them feeding you over there, though? Your favorite. Welcome home, son.
This is home.
What's your story? What's your sign? We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVM TV.
And just ahead of sports, regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. In its first briefing following the state of emergency declared on Monday, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service sought to address public concern over abuse of power. TTT News provides coverage.
Our operations will be carefully crafted and well supervised, and we will be proportionate in all our actions to maintain high standards of accountability.
Commissioner Ula Hayward Christopher was joined by Chief of Defence Staff Air Vice Marshal Daryl Daniel and TTPS Legal Officer Acting Sergeant Zahir Ali. Sergeant Ali explained the expectation when it comes to the preventative detention order.
Within the first 48, and I want members of the public to, don't go with the impression that we are, while 48 hours have been afforded, that every single minute will be justified in the detention. But when we're reaching or arriving at the 48-hour window, this is when an assistant superintendent or a magistrate will be invoked to assess the detention of that particular individual and keep him in due process.
Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, has issued a New Year statement as the chair of the Caribbean Community CARICOM. More from the Barbados GIS.
This year, let us seize the boundless opportunities before us. The world is racing into a digital future, and the Caribbean must not be left behind. From green energy to artificial intelligence, we must lead with alacrity as innovators, not blindly, but responsibly, equipping our young people with the tools to drive change and to position our region as a hub for sustainable industries. This is even more so when we consider that we equally face the challenge of many developed countries. That is an aging and declining population. It is for that reason that our young people, therefore, must be given every opportunity to ensure that when they too age, that there are those who are young enough to help them mature in their gray and silver years. Our creativity, my friends, has long been our greatest asset. From the arts to technology, let us inspire the world with our ingenuity and originality. Let every child and entrepreneur and national know they're part of a community that supports and uplifts them. And let us celebrate all that is good and is possible for our Caribbean civilization.
And in international news, Ivory Coast has announced that French troops will leave the country this month, becoming the latest African nation to downscale military ties with its former colonizer. More from Al Jazeera.
After a decades-long presence, French troops are leaving Ivory Coast. It's the latest country in West Africa to demand their departure. From Mali to Burkina Faso to Niger and recently Chad, street protests have forced out France and its forces as countries in the region reassess their military and economic ties with the former colonial ruler. For Ivory Coast, it's an assertion of sovereignty.
It is within this framework that we have decided on the coordinated and organized withdrawal of French forces from Ivory Coast. Thus, the camp of the 43rd Marine Infantry Battalion will be handed over to the Armed Forces of Ivory Coast starting this January 2025.
With anti-French sentiments rising and elections due in October this year, it could also be a strategic decision by President Ouattara. But analysts warn French troops' departure could leave a security void.
The threats that Ivory Coast faces is a little bit different from the other countries in the sub-region. It does not have as much threat of terrorism like the other countries in the Sahel, but it does have its own threats, both internal and external. And so its ability to counter that threat would be tested.
And that's it for regional and international news.
Welcome to sports. In Jamaica's tennis team has not been officially selected for the upcoming Davis Cup Group 2 playoff tie against New Zealand at the Eric Bell Center on February 1 and 2. 6 of Jamaica's most outstanding players have been chosen as the cadre of the squad, engaging in camps to ensure maximum preparation. Angela Melville has more.
As the home team, Jamaica has the right to wait until up to a day before the event, or even on the day of, to finalise their 5-man team that will take on New Zealand first weekend in February. Preparations have been well underway to leave no stone unturned in the quest to cement a spot in Group 2.
For the first time ever, we have a system going into this Davis Cup where we have 3 training camps leading into the event. So we had a previous training camp just around the same time frame as Thanksgiving holidays, where the team was able to come together, some of the core members of the team were able to, play off each other and get familiarized with each other's play styles. We're going to be hosting a second training camp right at the beginning of January, and the thought process behind this will be a fantastic segue into the futures, where the majority of the players who are going to be available to play in the futures will be awarded opportunities to play directly in the main draw. So therefore, with them not having to go through the qualifying stages, this is the viable opportunity for them to go in, fully honed, warmed, and ready for the event. And we will host one final training camp the week leading up to the final event. Now,
in the last few years, Davis Cup selection has been fraught with controversy, and team manager Joel Jones is clear on selection policy and all criteria followed.
Very detailed approach that we're taking this time to team selection. So not only are we going to have the training camp opportunities for the captain, who at the end of the day, he has responsibility to ensure that he is fielding the best possible team on the day. So let's say even if we select 5 players, on the day of competition, he has to pick from that set of that 5 players that we have, the best players to play on the day. So therefore, he's going to have the opportunity to view them in 3 separate training camps. He's going to have the opportunity to view them locally, physically, in all Jamaica. He's going to have the opportunity to view these same players during the futures, and then